Sorry about that. Just sort of a crazy, unpredictable day, and you make time for other things, and this project just kind of shuffled back and shuffled back and shuffled back. But I'm here now, like I promised I would be yesterday. Like I promised I would be flying every day. So these are all my remarkable things. I apparently have just been collecting them on my desk, and I just kind of jammed them all together. Again, no background today, just because I got here last minute, and I was trying to troubleshoot an issue with on-screen alerts. I've noticed I don't get alerts on screen, like if I get a new follower or anything like that. I was trying to work it out. I feel like it was working, and everything about the widget that makes it happen says it should work, but it's just not working. So if you follow, I won't get an alert, but I'll see it in the menu feed that comes up in the streaming app, so it'll shut you out. Pretty good about noticing that stuff. I'm just going to keep this one short today. About 45 minutes, maybe an hour, a minimum a half hour. It's kind of what I've been seeing. Get this stuff out. So today I found this piece of cardboard, and I thought I could do something with it. Just kind of working out what I might do. I like the idea of doing something really rough, something where I block out large shapes in black, much like my only drawing with a large end screen. About the same as that. And actually I just realized my camera is upside down, so let me fix it. Alright, that's a little bit better. I need something better. Alright. Let me do something in the realm of come on out here. Put my microphone closer to my face too. Okay, a bit closer. So, what will it be? I had been looking at, like I said, a lot of dungeon design, but again, I'm tired. So I think I'm just going to show... I've been looking at castles a lot lately, specifically oubliettes. So, I googled that, nothing came up. But I'm just going to start going at... just a sort of aesthetic that I have in my mind, and we'll see how it turns out. And again, I'm going to start with the big marker, just to kind of block out big shapes. I almost want to tape the edges, but... This is not the super saturated one. I'm gonna go for the more saturated marker. I'm gonna mark this one too, so I know it's my dry brush marker. And it's pretty obvious, it's like, it looks older. Fall off, see if I can. Today is just a little crazy, so it's so late. Dry brush, big guy. Not really dry. Not as dry as my brush, which is like practically faded. This is my more brand new one. Yeah. So I'm just gonna block in these big black shapes. Get these drying right off the bat. I want to do a nighttime scene. Get some vague reference going for me right now. And like I said, I'm still focusing on architecture a whole lot. I'm focusing a lot on like castle architecture. That's where my head's been at lately. It's a pretty good start. Trying to. I don't want to commit too much right off the bat without having a real clear idea. So, come back around. These cool friction clicker pins. Not going to be using that. It's way too small a tip. We have a 1.0 here. I'm just going to start jumping in these shapes. If I can get this done. Oh, it's got, this one's brand new. It's got that like weird, like plastic tip on it. Come on. So like I said, today some unexpected stuff happened. I'm just gonna push back my schedule and just keep pushing back. I'm eventually gonna get to a point where, you know, Thursday should have been really predictable for me. But it just wasn't. This is here. Camera? Stop being weird. Alright, we're still on. You know what? I can't do that right now because my eyeballs are too tired. Need something else to think about to go off of for this. I wonder how this shows up on here. I'll test it. Show it all. I got silver. That could be fun. Mess around with that in a little bit. I've had this for a while, and I want to play with it. It's basically a paint stick, an acrylic paint stick. That's what it says on here. Just want to see how that looks, because I haven't used it in a while. Oh, feels super smooth. It's just a nice feeling to use one. It's kind of oily. I'm not quite sure how it will work here. I'm pretty sure anywhere I do use it, it's gonna just get soft edges like this. So I like it for doing something to the edges. Alright. What happens when I string too late? I don't quite have an idea. Alright, let's play around with this and just start to bring out like castle forms. What's the other concept, sort of like fantasy concept for architecture is the concept of the donjon? This sort of, I read a fantasy book. It was kind of like one of these compilations that a bunch of fantasy authors get together and they basically put together a book, and all the sales go towards like cancer research. I got a book like that, and one of the stories in it was about a boy who was tending to a flock of sheep. And the flock of sheep made their way over to a sort of large, cylindrical kind of fortress structure. And the boy knew that to be the donjon. And you weren't supposed to go in there, but you had to go to sheep. But to not completely reveal that I just absolutely do not remember all of the story, but the boy ends up going inside to seek out his sheep and is basically faced with trials, and eventually kind of gets revealed to him like fears and desires before passing the tests of the donjon and making his way to basically being on the roof of the place. Kind of having this fortress that ends up protecting him from oncoming force. I'll have to reread it now, because now I'm like, oh, that was a good book, and I'm telling it bad. Dry brush mark out that I marked, and then apparently moved off my desk. Oh, there it is. Do something like this. I'm just gonna like drag it really fast. Get some different. Pictures. What I'm trying to accomplish here is we just want to build out the surrounding area, but it's going to be heard this song too many times and I do not like it. I like Carl Casey's music. And again, Carl Casey again providing free music to play on the stream. So I like it, but you play it all the time and it's like, alright, I need something else. I had the same feeling with the soundtrack for the Sims games. It was after a while of listening to those, I just felt like I was kind of stuck in a sort of liminal space, just constantly repeating the same tune over and over again. It gave me this weird disembodied feeling. I was going nuts. I had to stop playing The Sims because of Mark Mothersbaugh. Is it Mark Mothersbaugh who does The Sims? Not sure. The music for it, that is. Is him or Danny Elfman? It's definitely Mark Mothersbaugh. Still not quite sure where this drawing is going today, but I'm starting to like it. Doing an experiment by drawing in these black spaces over here. I don't think it's working. This is different. Like a white. Just seeing how that shows up. Ooh. Yeah, testing a lot. Hey, yeah, it works. Thanks for the tip, by the way. Yeah.
See if I can. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. I'm just playing with mediums today. It's not really. I don't have any ideas. That'll happen when you draw every day. Just kind of like run out of an idea, especially when it's late in the day. Kind of the idea. Look at a bunch of like old school dungeon art. There's a what was it? There's a music producer called Heimat der Katastrophe, HDK. You can come up on Bandcamp. They put out all these cassettes that you can buy. And it's all basically like old school, like lo-fi, not like lo-fi in the sense that we listen to like, just lo-fi playlists online. You go on YouTube, you find all these lo-fi like chill playlists. This is like lo-fi dungeon music, but like has that sort of like old video game Castlevania vibe to it. But there's like an entire music label that just does that. Highly recommend. I don't like this. Maybe I'm gonna do something about this. All these little details of like plants and stuff on the side, you have to maybe throw in the wall or something. Oh yeah, you'd love it then. HDK, they have different artists that go on their label. I particularly like Kobold, and Kobold, and Knoll, Gnoll. They also did some music for Morkborg. Themed around that, which is really good. much detail on this wall. Alright, this stuff gets closer to me. Awesome. Both my 1.0 millimeters. There it is. More of my light is coming in from this side. So this will be darker. Weird. It looks like it's darker on my end, but then I look up at like where the screen, like how the camera picks it up, and it's just not as dark as I want it to be. Because I want it to almost look like it's practically not there. That's what I want. Oh, what happened? Oh, I see what happened. Alright, hold on. Stabilize. I was doing better with the way smaller pen tip, but this one's kind of like how old and dark it is. Oh. So the closest thing I can do to sketching is like kind of barely tap and like almost like dot my way down instead of making one dark line. Figure out what's going to go on over there. A little graveyard. Keep it dark. I'm just gonna go over here. Just add windows too. Windows, crosses, and black shapes. I have to commit to everything because I haven't sketched a darn thing on this. So. We're going to do the slightly further apart patch down here. More almost a straight line. It's gotta dry. The thing about this like paint marker is it gets darker as it dries. It can go white. Well, maybe not this time. I don't know. I haven't primed the surface. Usually it'll pick up the black from the cones beneath it. It's like it gets stained. In any case, I need to dry before I can do anything with it. Definitely shaping up to be an abandoned fortress, which I love. This area feels good over here. I'm gonna add a shadow behind this wall. Edge. Just highlight the edges. I'm just going to continue adding noise to this area back to some sound. That's all I need for cancel texture, I think. I'm just gonna go back in with the black, because there's enough black on this that this area above there you go. I need to clean up my desk after this. Doesn't want to spray out. Never mind. This was really handy for her. Other ways to do this. So I'm gonna do some of that in this area here. At a certain point, I'm pretty sure I'm only working on details that like I notice and like nobody else notices. But the camera picks up more than I'm able to see right now for some reason. This side's kind of left alone. Let's add some texture over here. This area up in here is sort of stippling can take forever. I know because it's part of my job at work, and some days I'll just spend the entire day doing stippling, which is exhausting. It's not boring. You just kind of listen to a podcast and just put a lot of dots down, and your brain goes on autopilot. Seems about right to me. Alright, this should be. Sure, I don't mind. I think I'm just being really quiet. I'm tired. I could just talk closer to my mic. That would be better. Oh, I can turn my mic up some actually. It's just gonna pick up all the other noises. Oh, that's the wrong way. All right. Hey, I do what I can. What was I gonna look up? I was gonna look something up. Oh, I was gonna change the music. Gotta find stuff I can actually play. If you search for like Twitch safe music, it'll pretty much just play EDM. Let's do. We're gonna play the album Internet Protocol by Master Boot Record. Oh yeah, that's working. Yeah, Twitch is definitely the strictest when it comes to what is allowed and what's not allowed. I feel like whatever they're using to kind of police that is really strong, because it overdoes it too. Because like y'all have one song that isn't quite allowed, and it'll be like, well, we're gonna basically block off 5 minutes before and after, or more if we feel like it. And it's like, oh well, there's 20 minutes of audio on my stream is just gone. Focus. All right. Now we get this awkward, like, really white moon. Thinking I might call it around here. I feel like I'm just kind of like adding grass at this point. I want to toy around with like throwing a figure in here. But I don't know. This, if I can, maybe not. All right. Well, this came along a lot better than I thought it would tonight, so I think I might call it there. I don't got anything else to draw, and it's late for me. Well, it's not. What time is it here? Oh well. Yeah. No, that's it. Thanks for stopping in, Pip and Dop. Thanks for anybody else who lurked or just hung around or whatever. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm gonna go play video games and then fall asleep. So, again, I'll be here tomorrow. The goal for tomorrow is gonna be to be on a lot earlier, because I don't especially like drawing this late at night, but this is surprising. I didn't think it would come out this good, and I didn't have any ideas going in, so hey. But yeah, no, thanks again, and have a good night. And fade out.